Yo guys, Osipic here and welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I am doing a new kind of video. It is a transfer special sort of thing for the start of the summer. So I'm just going to tell you guys about the 5 most linked players that are linked with Spurs that are most likely to join us in the summer. Hopefully they do, but yeah, this video is to outline them basically and just tell you a bit about them, and yeah, we'll see what happens in the summer. If we could hit another 20 likes on this video, this would be amazing. Oh my god, there's a fox in the garden. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to start off with the least known players or the most known players. I'll start off with the least known players. So the first player is a Fulham player called Ryan Sicilian. He's my age. I can't believe that. He's 17 years old. He's in my year at school and he's playing every game last season for Fulham. He plays a sort of like, he can literally play anywhere on the wing. He literally plays as a left winger, but he is a left back. He played against us in the FA Cup and he was one of their better players. And I know he lacks the experience at the moment, but at 17 years old and he's playing regular football in the Championship, he, under the training of Poch, he could literally transform himself into easily a future England player and beyond. If he's playing at that level at such a young age, with the right training and conditioning, he could be special. And I do hope we sign him, because I don't know about Rose. I don't know whether he's staying or going. I know Walker's pretty much going, but yeah, we could do with a young upcoming defender. We don't have many. We've got Dyer, who's relatively young, and Lemar, but yeah, we don't have one left back, especially left-sided player, that is looking really promising. On the right side we have Kyle Walker-Peters, who I do rate and will be in our ranks in the future. But yeah, Ryan Sicilian, I saw he had a selfie with Ledley King, so hopefully that's promising signs. So Poch, sign him up, get the deal done. And yeah, we could even loan him back out to Fulham, which would probably be a good idea at this moment in time. So the second player I am moving on to is one of my favourite players. I've already included him in the next big thing. It is Thomas Lemar. Wow, what a player. Now, when you look at Monaco's season, the 3 young players that stand out are Mbappe, obviously, Bernardo Silva and Lemar. Bernardo Silva, I'm sure I said that he's going to get a big move, and I don't know where he could move to next. And he's already moved for 49 million to Man City. Then the other young player is Mbappe. He's linked with Real Madrid, Arsenal, and I think someone else, PSG or Bayern. But yeah, hopefully he goes Real Madrid, just not Arsenal, please. This is the only time Wenger would spend 90 million on a player, because he knows this guy is the next big thing. But then that leaves Lemar, and he's 21. He got 9 goals and 11 assists in League One last season. He was a major part on the left side of midfield for them winning the league. And yeah, he scored against us in the Champions League. I saw firsthand how good he was. 21 years old, French. He would go perfectly into our squad. Can you imagine a front 4 of Kane, Lemar, Ali and Eriksen? Wow. But then there's also another player that in that position I would really like to sign this summer, and that is Douglas Costa. I don't know whether it's Douglas Costa or Douglas. I think Douglas sounds better, but it is just Douglas Costa. He's 26 years old and he's been struggling for places last season in the Bayern setup, because obviously their wingers are so good. Their whole team is good. I think they've got the best squad in Europe. It's just Real Madrid have the best 11, and that was why they won the Champions League. Douglas Costa, it is hard for him to get in the team when there's Robben, Ribery and also Kingsley Coman, who can play on either side of midfield. So yeah, he apparently Bayern don't want him, and he isn't really needed, to be honest. So 26 years old, we could buy him if we showed more interest for a reasonable amount. We're looking at around 40 million for Lemar and Costa if we realistically want to get it done. But seeing as we signed Sissoko for 30 million, both options are definitely worth it. More on Costa. He didn't have the best of seasons this season, but when you saw him play in the last 2 seasons against Arsenal, he absolutely bullied their defence against Monreal. I think they even took him off at one point the season before, literally, because it was too easy. Like, they felt peak on Arsenal. It was too much. In the last 3 games against them, it's been 15-3. Sorry, that I didn't need to put that in, did I? Moving nicely on to our 4th player that is linked with us, and it is Ross Barkley. Now, there has been lots of talk about him leaving Everton. Like, you don't know whether... I just don't know about him. The problem I have with us signing Ross Barkley is that, yeah, he would go nicely in. His English up, he would go. He's young, but is he going to improve our team? Like, I know at Spurs he'd probably perform better than he would at Everton, simply because he would be in a mix with better players. But is he going to improve our team? That is the big question, because we would have to sign him for around 40 million, unless obviously he really wants to go, and then we'll get him for slightly cheaper. But yeah, I just think he would be better off at an upcoming club like Everton, who's not down the bottom of the Premier League, in the top half, but not quite. He's not quite good enough in the Champions League, I'd say. And yeah, is he better than what we've got currently? I would say no. So who is he going to replace, and where does he kind of fit into our team? But yeah, if I was him, I'd stay at Everton, and I would be more tempted to sign someone who we link with, like Maximilian Meyer, who is German. He's only 21, and he is pretty much like Eriksen, but German and just a bit younger. He plays for Schalke at the moment, but yeah, I'm not supposed to be talking about him because we're only slightly linked with him. It's just all... Spurs Twitter is just all propaganda. Like, you should have seen the Lemar stuff. It was quite funny, but I really hope Spurs makes moves in the summer, because again, the challenge for Poch is to improve the side we've got every season. And yeah, at the end of the day, if we keep doing that, we're in the end going to do better in the big competitions in the Premier League and Europe. Now, the final player we are linked with is Josh King. He had a brilliant season at Bournemouth. Absolutely amazing. He's quick, he's Norwegian, he's still fairly young, and I would like him to sign for Spurs, because we need a good backup striker who's not quite at the level of Kane, but who can come in and we know he'll perform. He's a threat to defences. He can play on the wings as well, I think. He's quick, and yeah, he had a great season last season, and we need someone to fill in for a backup striker, especially because Kane's got that ankle problem now. He was out for 3 months last season, and he's our main scorer as a striker. Janssen just didn't cut it. I like him for his work rate, but he just can't score seriously, and we need someone better than him who's going to cut it in the Premier League. And I think Joshua King is a perfect signing as a backup striker. But yeah, that's about it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys next time. Yo guys, Osibic here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today I am doing the end of season Spurs Tottenham Hotspur review 2016-2017.